content about him and challenging him to harm them, they are now making content and benefiting off of his name by claiming that he has contacted them from jail. Now, we're going to run a few clips. Y'all know how I do. And I ain't really much worried about them flagging me, so it is what it is. But we're going to run a few clips, and then we're going to look at some paperwork.
Hey, it's Alicia, your AI coach and trainer. I have a question for you. Do you know how to dance? Or maybe a whip?
And I'm just going to show y'all, this is just all about showing y'all how fraud these guys are and really how desperate they are for content. That a lot of people, that little YouTube money, that ain't nothing. Man, y'all desperate for content, and we about to get to it. We going to start with Whack 100. Let's start with Whack.
Three things. They say Whack. Big you say on 60 crip. You 600 ain't nowhere, none of his paperwork. They ain't never questioned you. You ain't got nothing to do with that. He gonna clear that up. That's cool. I don't even clear it up because he know it wasn't there. 2, he said I'd already tripped on due sales before I got locked up, so that can't speak for me. 3, I need your help because 75 6 soldiers in my paperwork telling on me. See, this would come with running the hood and outside at the park. See, Whack ain't gonna let a dummy make me a dummy. He got 75 6 souls in his paperwork telling on him.
You say how many?
75. So he needs my assistance. You know what he want me to do.
What, be the lawyer?
Expose.
First things first, we know that Big U is not reaching out to Whack. Aside from, what was said prior to him turning himself in, we also got to take into consideration the multiple attempts by Whack when Big U was out to try to, Big U reached out to me, and he always said, I'm cool. I don't want no apology. I don't want none of that, man. Just, do you. Stand on what you're doing. That's always been his approach. So we know that that's nonsense. But then let's address the big point in this. Whack is claiming that Big U is saying he got 75 people cooperating against him and he want Whack to expose him. The first thing, Whack, you snitching. If this was true, let's just say that this was true, even though we know it's not. Let's just say that it was true. You snitching. You are coming online and saying Big U is asking me to intimidate witnesses in his federal case. That's what you're saying. Now, this is where it get tricky at, because even though Whack says stuff, off the wall, he always got to lie and twist it up a little bit. Sometimes it's substance in the things that he's saying. Now, another thing that I took from this is somebody who communicates with Big U is communicating with Whack. And what they are doing is they are, in my opinion, helping Whack bury Big U. The reason why I say that is because this video was made around September. Whack saying Big U called home and he want me to intimidate some witnesses and threaten some witnesses for him. That's basically what he was saying. Now, if you take a look at Big U's paperwork from November 16th, when he was trying to go to his son's funeral, attend his son's funeral, they mentioned the fact that Big U has been allegedly utilizing the phone to send messages to co-defendants and saying that he don't want nobody taking pleas unless he takes one and quote unquote trying to contact the snitch. That's what the paperwork say. But this is from November. So at least 2 or 3 months prior to the feds releasing information saying that Big U has been trying to get in touch with witnesses on his case, Whack 100 got on the internet and said, hey, Big U been trying to get in touch with witnesses on his case. Of course, he threw himself in the mix. Yeah, Whack, he reached out to me because he want Whack to expose him and all this shit. But man, that was just, to me, a slick way of getting on her saying, yeah, somebody that's around Big U told me that he been trying to get in touch with witnesses. And yeah, I'm gonna get on the internet and tell. So he got on the internet and said this. And this is probably what sparked the feds even going to investigate Big U using, because in the paperwork it says Big U only uses his phone to contact his wife. So what inclination, where did y'all get the information from that he was using somebody else's phone to call other people? It's a snake in the grass somewhere. Just in case you think I'm just talking, I want you to look at this statement of facts. And it actually says that they didn't even look at Big U's phone calls until he made a request to go to his son's funeral. So chances are somebody probably contacted them and said, hey, y'all need to, and all of that type of stuff don't always make it to the paperwork. If they got somebody tipping them off anonymously and saying certain things or making it to the internet, certain narratives are making it to the internet, they gonna push it. They gonna push the line, And that leads me to my next point. Let's check this out.
Kingpin. Yeah. And he told the visiting room up last week.
Is that right? With who?
No, his attorney came and seen him and showed him some new shit. You know how that go.
Oh, he went ham.
Yeah, because it was somebody real close that flipped on him. But
broke his heart.
Yeah. You know how that go. And but he tell Kingpin, he said, I ain't gonna front. Nothing in my case got nothing to do with the internet. They've been on it since 2011.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
They've been on since 2011, so I can see some superseding shit coming because now you got to factor in Atlanta.
Right.
At that point, right? Yeah. So he says, I can't front. It ain't no mention of the internet in my shit.
Right.
Ain't no mention of the Whack 600, none of that shit. He said, but it's 75 rolling 60 so far telling on him, right?
Clearly, we all can see that if you look at the criminal complaint that was filed in Big U's case, You'll see it
Nigga
mentions WAC
lying.
100, and it says he's a rival.
Yeah, capping like a bitch.
And they mention him,
Facts.
the interview, and Loose Cannon going up there running his mouth about a bunch of nothing. But then we get to the overt acts. Overt act 148. Big U tells an NFL player he want to smash somebody for starting stuff with him and WAC. Overt act 155. Big U say he gonna smash WAC. Overt act 164. Big U say he want to like. So when you look at all of this, you got to know that one, the feds have a duty to contact WAC. Once they hear he's being,
Come on now.
these wiretaps, they have to
He
contact him.
claimed they ain't called him.
I'm
They
without.
contact-
Dog.
They talked to him
Lying.
prior to
You
this.
listed as a rivalry.
Then
This nigga
You got to
paperwork.
look at the fact that Big U and WAC have not, it's pretty much been internet stuff going on. So when he say, "Oh, it don't mention you or don't mention WAC," I mean, it don't mention you or 600 or the internet. That's cap, because it's mentioning WAC in the overt acts. You are literally listed in the overt acts. In the overt acts, the indictment, it's all just a summary of the investigation.
Right.
If there were things worse than him saying he wanted to beat up WAC in there, then I'm pretty sure they would list those things as they are trying to make him look as bad as possible. But like, do you know how important WAC has to be to the investigation for him to have his own overt acts? Think about this. The overt acts constitute your crime. Think of all of the indictments you've seen, RICOs, conspiracies, and think of the overt acts that you've seen people commit to get this type of charge. And you got multiple counts. Multiple overt acts related to WAC. So that's cap, bro. But again, he is
You
able
think
to,
that,
his name is like a magnet to him, and
Hey,
that's why
fam. You think that shit what he mentioned about Future running from Big U,
That was
had something to do with that shit? Like,
Them what,
you put the
started-
extortion rumor out.
He said, I mean, you got Loose Cannon speaking on him shaking down dispensary owners, the dude Long Tail Dell, him the Rat Dell, the same thing of him being shake down and all that for profit. So I mean, they trying to pin that Big U on there, like he sent them guys out there shaking these people down, and the ball players as well, the ball basketball players and shit. And some of the celebrities, they trying to connect Big U to all that, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It just don't. The evidence don't really look like it's not really a good case to me. It don't look like it to me. Now, that whole situation with the kid being unalive, they still haven't charged him for that. It's just in the the work, but they haven't charged him for that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But he trying to rush he trying to get all the rest of his discovery, and he want to know who all telling on him and who all accusing him. And the state is hiding that from him. It's like they really trying to railroad this nigga. That's when it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
he never want to talk about it with me because he know I see straight through what he doing, and he really, really aiding that investigation drastically,
Facts.
dramatically. He's aiding them in ways seen and unseen. But to get on here and say that this dude is reaching out to you and asking you to intimidate witnesses is crazy. It's crazy when you literally listed as a witness, counterpart, victim. And that leads me to my next thing, Mr. 600.
We got some updates with all this big U shit going on. So it's a few things. He's been talking to people that we know mutually. Big U has said, and I got all the receipts. I'm not releasing yet because they're waiting on some other stuff to do. Out his own mouth, I'm not worried about the murder. I wouldn't want to put the trigger.
Now, somehow, some way, this dude has avoided being mentioned
Crip
in the
cop.
paperwork, at least the paperwork that we have seen.
Cop.
But man, he an agent too. You hear what he
Mr.
said?
Glass
Somebody
Jaw.
ain't talking to him, and they ain't gonna release everything yet. So they waiting on some more stuff from dude. So they literally, this man already locked up fighting for his life, and they still plotting on how they can get more stuff from him that could possibly incriminate him, but also just so they can have some content. It's all about content with these dudes. And then
That's a fact.
I'm gonna show y'all something else, because he always, he in cahoots with the other dude, right? And he actually took a shot at him. Listen to this.
It's a few other things we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna say that for another video. All right. Now, there's things floating around saying that it's 50, 75 people, homies from Rolling 60s telling on Big U, make statements, this and that. I can't verify that because, I haven't seen it, and the people that are saying it can't give you one name, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's cap, but it's like, I don't even speak on that type of stuff, bro.
We just heard Wack say he got the call and all of that. So basically, he just said that Wack is cap. These dudes do not, even though they in cahoots in some weird kind of way, they not on one accord with they snitching. They snitching is just all over the place. And that's
Yeah, right. He ain't lying. They snitching all over the place, man.
Road snitching is wild.
Hey, man. We got the ICE people, man. The ICE agents out here doing the most. They got, I guess they shot and unalived this dude by the name of Keith Porter, black kid up north. And they've been protesting today, since yesterday. They all out in the streets. Now they on the West Coast in Oakland. It's getting wild, man. This guy, I just heard about this.
I wanted to say, bro, if the guy is off duty, is he still an ICE agent? I'm just saying he got shot by a civilian.
There you go.
But I get his career as being an ICE agent. I get that. But I think, like, when people are blending a person's job and it's like, well, if he was on the job and he shot the black man, then I'd be like, ICE did it. Shot the black man. But if he's off work, then it's some other shit.
Okay. Could be, yeah. They shot him 3 times. And allegedly it's over some fireworks. I don't know, man. Let's get to it. This is crazy.
Friends and family held a vigil
to demand action after a man was shot and killed by an off-duty ICE agent in Northridge.
Keith Porter's friends and family held a vigil for him last night. The Department of Homeland Security says the agents opened fire when Porter pointed a rifle at him on New Year's Eve.
But advocates say the 40.
Wow. I'm gonna stop it right there. OG, this is something that are you there? Because gotta make sure you like, subscribe. This just done took me by storm, man, after just seeing that they ain't even arrested. They haven't even arrested the ISIS guy yet, man, that shot this kid, man. 34-year-old young man, Porter, man, was shot down by the laws. And it's crazy to me because I thought by now we'd have been heard more about them going out and maybe even arresting this guy for what had happened. And if you're not up on it, guys, you ought to get up on it because this is bad. Keith Porter was killed by ICE officers. OG, are you there?
Off-duty ICE officer, New Year's Day, he was shooting a rifle up in the air for New Year's, and they haven't released the ICE officer's name yet, and still tend that he was in the right, that he claimed that he heard shooting from his apartment in a Northridge complex. It's a big apartment complex. And he came outside with his weapon because he said he heard gunfire. Now, California is allegedly justifying this because it is illegal to shoot a gun during New Year's, but it is also illegal for a citizen that he claimed that he had already called the police. Instead of waiting for the police to come, he went out and did a Zimmerman and took the law in his own hands and killed this guy.
Wow, man, it's unfortunate, man.
Yo, that's some crazy shit. Why is he shooting the gun, shotgun in the air though? I don't. I definitely think that was fucked up for him getting killed by that ICE agent, or at that time he was a citizen, off-duty ICE agent.
Everybody's blending that up. I don't like how they blending that up, bro. Like, I want to get ICE because ICE fucked up. I don't want to get because the nigga he coming out of his apartment. That he's not ICE coming out of the apartment.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to call it. Off-duty ICE agent.
He's not even an ICE agent. Like, why? That's the point. You try to bring his career in it. Mm-hmm. That's the problem right there. Like, that's a civilian right there. And y'all not saying his name, because they ain't gave his name. So it's like that could have been anybody. And would they been like a off-duty teacher shot?
Yeah, Yep.
You know, I'm only picking with that right there, bro, because I know the country is tripping on ICE.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't, because you don't like them grabbing up illegals, put a situation on there. Homeboy, like he said, did a Zimmerman. You know, I agree with that shit. He did a Zimmerman right there. You know, but that's ICE didn't do a Zimmerman. He did.
Here we are
It just
now
gives
dealing
you
with
an
something
idea of
similar.
who they got hired. Yeah, it lets you know what type of people they
I
got
mean,
hired.
it's just unfortunate. It really is.
These shoot first, ask question later type guys. I've seen a commercial on how they recruit the ICE agents. They're recruiting all the video game, MMA type guys that watch that type of they watch wrestling. Like they were saying the type of guys that the cadets that they want them amped up.
When you look at how these guys have to, it's sad because these guys will just come out and shoot and get away with it. And I can't understand it, OG. I don't.
And the head of the ICE, she justified the killing just like she justified the shooting in when they killed the lady that was in Indianapolis. In Indianapolis, and the Venezuelans being killed in Portland, Oregon, that the ICE agent was in fear of his life. If he was in fear of his life, he should have stayed in his apartment.
Yeah, that's and I agree with you 100%, OG.
Yeah.
All three of those cases,
Bro,
man.
but you know that don't work like that. Bro.
Went through and checked out. It said
That's his
every
job.
officer is afraid of his life.
After 43-year-old
What'd you say?
I said every officer is afraid of his life, losing his life. That's some real shit.
Facts,
It ain't like,
'cause
well, you know what I'm saying? I put it like this: if you was one of those Middle Eastern people, they not afraid of guns popping around them. But we American, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, your police scared like a motherfucker, and he got a gun and the badge.
Yeah, he shouldn't be a cop though.
You know, but it's just these are the things, bro, where it comes down like this. And this is where accountability come into play for the black dude. Did you really have to pop your gun off because it's New Year's? Did you really have to celebrate in that way? I get it, though. I get it. But it costs you your life to celebrate that way. Same thing for the doggone white girl. Did you have to park there in the middle of the damn street? You drop the kids off. I don't get it, bro. It's like you got to be accountable even for when the dumb shit is happening to you. Like if you're just sitting on your porch and a motherfucker bullet come and shoot you, or they shoot, okay, you didn't do nothing wrong. He's wrong. But if you out there poking a nigga in the eye and the bullet accidentally shoots you, hey. You're involving yourself in shit, in other words.
I watched the video again with homegirl, and the guy that unalived her, he pulled the phone out, he switched the phone. What I'm getting from it is her girlfriend or lover or whatever allegedly got under dude's skin. He didn't like, because she was taunting him in some way or whatever, and maybe he just snapped. I'm just giving the benefit. Maybe he snapped. Who are these two, women talking shit to me? Because the other girl in the driver's seat, she wasn't aggressive.
She was sped off, bro.
No. She I'm gonna take it like she was just as nervous as the guy. If you want to give him like he was scared or fear for his life, I'm gonna get that. The homegirl that was the outside telling him he needed to get
talking
lunch.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what to me got him, because he had the phone out videotaping.
But I don't
everything.
think he popped her because that girl was chopping up at him. Like her chop ups wasn't strong like that.
Yeah, because
like,
look, when
it
was, bro, she told him, "Fat boy, blah, blah,
no, I mean, I definitely get it. But she stepped on that gas and sped the hell off. Even if she turned the tires. I mean, I don't know if he could have saw that, but I seen her turn the tires. She sped off gangster. So anybody can feel anything.
She sped off after he shot her. So,
you can pop the video on. She sped off, bro, before
after he
got
shot her, bro.
She was moving.
He
She
shot her.
moved first. She moved first, and then she got popped. It wasn't
She
like she
got
was
popped.
sitting still and got
She
popped.
got
She was
popped
moving.
after she backed
She
up.
backed up, and then she
She
went
Yeah,
off,
backed
and
up.
and
when she
she
started
went
going
forward.
Right. She
forward, that's
backed
when she
up
got
and turned
shot.
them tires, right? Dude bounced
Yeah.
the other direction. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in his thoughts. So maybe he felt fear for his life. Now, that's what they gonna go at. He feared for his life. The car is in front of her, the van is in front of her. And you don't know. I'm thinking if I'm right in that situation and the car, that van right in front of me, and you thinking that somebody behind that wheel, the next thing that they could do with that van is push, take off in front of me. You feel me? I
But
got
they're
this
trained
gun.
to do a certain way.
Right, but I don't
You're
know if
talking
they even
civilian.
train like that.
They're
I don't even
trained
know if they train like that.
No,
But
they're
I'm
trained, bro. I was watching a shit where the dude backed up. The police was in front of the car. He backed up rapidly, and they shot forward at him, meaning they weren't behind him, and they
but
said
like,
they were in danger.
but just like they said before, he got dragged. This the same dude that got dragged like miles or something, and he only hit her with the taser. He didn't pull his gun out and bust on that dude. So
Every
this
situation is different, but cops kill mostly everybody they pull their gun out on. She just got a nigga moment, bro, and that's the honest truth.
now
When you try to roll off with
looking
the
at
car,
that.
anything can happen.
They looked at it. They looking at it as black people. We looking at it as a nigga moment. I get it, all that.
Because she didn't have to be there.
As white people, they looking at it like, yo, you didn't have to shoot her. You could have made that split decision not to take her life because he shot 3 times.
We say that about black people. You could have made a
Of
split
course,
decision.
we
This is
gonna
why I
say
said it's a nigga moment. Like for as
yeah,
far as I'm concerned.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. She got caught up in that type of situation. I'm not saying like wrong or right. It was fucked up. We can't do.
She could have
nothing
been at
about it.
home. That's what she could have been, and not fighting for Somalis. Honest truth. That's the thing that's going to
was shot and
defeat that
killed.
conversation all the time. She could have stayed home, bro. Her own family said that.
By an off-duty ICE agent in Northridge on New Year's Eve. ABC 7 reports Porter's relatives gathered at a press conference on Monday, demanding transparency and accountability, and as an investigator pieced together what happened in the final moments of his life. From day one that he was born, I knew that he was my joy, said Miss Armstrong, or Francella, which is his mama. The worst thing you can have is a mama that got to try to talk about
That nigga look like King
in the
Bad.
public eye after they killed him, and she have no kind of reasoning that she can fathom with that this should have happened. How did we get here? That's how the mother feel. What happened to take this over the edge the way y'all had to kill him? Kill my baby like that. And that's the way she.
I don't know, it's just crazy. I don't know all the details of this whole situation. I'm just hearing that he had a rifle. He shot the rifle in the air. The dude heard gunshots. He comes out his apartment with the gun draw. He saw him shooting in the air and said, "Oh, you're shooting in the air, baka baka." Or he saw them with the gun after he shot him in the air.
That sounds crazy.
I'm just saying, he shot him in the air. He shot in the air, and then after the shots in the air, he had the gun rested next to him, and the dude saw the black dude or whatever with the gun, got nervous and said, "Oh,
That's most likely
popped it."
what happened.
I'm just trying to figure these things out. Like, I don't know the whole case and situation on that. So, rest in peace, sending condolences. But they didn't really bring it up because it wasn't the dude on duty. He wasn't like in an ICE uniform, bust on a nigga while he was shooting off a rifle or whatever. They just went in his, like the homie said, they went in his background. "Oh, you, by the way, you work for ICE? Oh yeah, this is something that we could use for the news, push their propaganda or whatever." But yeah, that that's fucked up. You got all this. Speaking of this is actually, I think he is an immigrant. He gets into it with the ICE agents. Shout out to Roland Martin.
She's like, are you a U.S. citizen? In a parking lot at work. That's the opposite lady. And they just shot somebody right now in Minnesota.
So this happened after they shot that lady.
Why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys going around just asking people like whether the U.S.
Bro, you know, he could have just gave his ID because they ultimately let him go.
What do you want? Run your plate. So you do whatever you want.
He could have just gave his ID.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you're
kinda
good,
crazy
you're
though,
good.
right?
He didn't
Like, you
want
guys
to
need-
and gave him a hard time, so they gave him a moment.
Are you doing this to everybody or just black people?
So they're just walking up on people.
And then all of a sudden, they black people, bro. Remember they were Somali.
Are you sure? They're giving you guys GoPros? What happened to the police body cameras? This way you can delete the video and make your own stuff. You know that, right? Because it's not going to a server. It's going to a little SD card or something. You guys just murdered somebody in cold blood in this city today, and God brought you guys to me at work. I'm literally working here, and you guys are literally impeding my income, asking me retarded questions. You know, I've been sitting here since 10 a.m. waiting for a ride, and right now I'm getting rides. And if I leave, I'm afraid you motherfuckers might just shoot me.
It sound like Apu.
I'm gonna answer you.
Right.
Y'all leave Apu alone, man.
Man, Apu gotta go.
Are you a citizen? Are you a dude? Listen, I'm here working. You're working too, right? So go. It says U.S. Border Patrol. This is not the border. Go to the Canada border or the Mexico border. I'm working, dude. What do you mean? What do you mean if I'm from this country?
Like, when you gotta realize, bro, when you're a foreigner, how do you talk like that? That's what make you look like you don't belong here.
Man, feel like he being harassed, push.
But it
Like,
ain't the factor of that, bro. You in somebody else's country, like you go in their country, they gonna be on you harder.
Yeah.
You gotta realize this, bro. That nobody don't show the love we show.
The man at work chilling, man. They just walking
I
up
don't
all
give
the
a
day.
damn. He ain't an American citizen, bro. He gotta get up out of here.
Right, man. I swear, bro.
I need them damn funds,
Charleston
bro.
White.
You can't be taking these motherfucking funds.
Push Charleston
Hell no,
White.
nigga.
If they made a Confederate flag for niggas, you would have one for you.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. The Confederate flag was made by our black people, bro.
True.
That was our flag. White man took it. That was our flag. That was our flag. White man took it. White man took our flag and then beat us with it. How about that? That's why we hate the Confederate flag. Some real history right there.
So Push, you feel that because he's Somalian, that he should be
Come
harassed?
fuck with the nigga.
Well, bro, the factor is this. No. Okay, look, let me be serious. I'll be serious. Look.
His name is Amin. His name is Amin bin Hassan. Damn,
I'm saying,
bro, he still got no good name.
That don't even. That name hurt, dog. I don't know, fam.
I had a case for you, Amin, but
Damn.
I don't
I'm gonna
got
fuck
one,
you
bro.
up, my nigga.
Right. But we gonna let Charleston White.
Yeah, Push, you got this one. Go ahead, man.
Look, all I'm just saying, bro, you're a foreigner. Regardless to what your status is, you're a foreigner. Like, if you got that accent, you ain't talking like Ramaswamy. You know that doggone Indian dude? You got to talk real good like a straight American. You got the accent like a Somali. Listen, when the immigration people come up to you, just
Comply.
give them your ID. Give them your ID.
Comply.
Because the truth of the matter is, doing all that right there don't make them leave, bro. If it comes out that you ain't right, they gonna lock you down regardless. There is no W in this other than you are legit.
Yep.
That whole commotion right there, bro, don't do nothing. Like, if you're an American, it'll affect them. If you're a real black American,
now
will
they
affect
see how the
them.
fuck we feel, Push. How the fuck they got down used to come fuck with us for no reason. We outside just walking or whatever.
But
Real
they'll
shit.
say,
Hop out
they'll
board.
say that
You know what I
they'll
mean?
say that nothing's happening. They don't receive that treatment.
Bro,
Look, bro, Push, check this out. I had a foreigner call my show when I was doing Blog Talk. He called my show, and this was when Trump was in office the first time. And he was like, "Oh, I don't go through none of that harassment. I've never been harassed." He was like from the Midwest or whatnot. And I'm like, "So you never been pulled over by the police? Never been harassed?" He's like, "Oh, I've been pulled over, but I've never been harassed." And he was talking about all these programs that he had gotten being in this country. So he was saying that, like, all those people that was rioting, he just thought that it was foolish and all that, and They just need to comply and fall in line with what's going on. So it was kind of like a tether of what. And he called out the blue. Like, I was like, damn. So I mean, a lot of them foreigners don't get what we go through, or they don't, to me, see it the way we see
they
it.
know now.
Yeah, now that the immigration is turned on them, and now like nigga, that's they cops. The cops coming after their ass and shit.
Yep.
Don't matter if
they
you look
ATF and shit.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Say that was you right there, and you was in Somalia. You know what you won't be doing?
Be worse.
You won't be arguing with them because they've been took your ass down somewhere and let you know privately.
Stone
you in third world ugly, bro.
Stone your ass.
I'm dead real. Like, bro, you don't understand. You're allowed to yell. Oh my goodness, you're not allowed to yell outside this country.
For real.
Yelling to get you pimp slapped. Like, they don't care, bro. It's like it's 20 of us and one of you. We're gonna get
What is my rights? Shut the fuck up. That lady, she was like, what she said? She started filming these dudes, and they was working on, I think they was working on a house or whatever, but it was in another country. And she was like, he was like, don't film over here. Don't put your camera. And she was like, I have my rights. And he came over and slapped the shit out of her. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You ain't in America. She said, you're not in America? Bro, I slapped the shit out of her.
real shit, bro. That's why I said they be taking that shit and like y'all should calm down because
right.
If you come out to be dirty, bro, they're gonna send you home. They was sending niggas to Kenya, bro. They ain't even sending them to Somalia.
Oh, damn.
They getting sent to Kenya. And then in Kenya, they taking them off the plane in handcuffs. Like criminals and shit. They ain't did nothing.
That's crazy.
Harder, dude. You going by accent? Mr. Mills. Where you from, Mr. Mills, with your big ass body? Where you from? Yeah, all of these other motherfuckers small, man. Look at your officers. Hey, the famous guy. I've seen this guy on TikTok. Look at it. He got gas canisters and shit. What's up, officer? How you doing? Man, let me step out, man.
Everyone should have a folding chair like this.
See, if he was a nigga and he said, let me step out, they would have drew down on his ass.
That was wild. And that was a shorter version, right? So play me some of the other one. Give me some of the other one.
Can I see your ID? Why the hell would I show random people my ID? You want to steal my identity? Where's your ID? Let me check if you're a U.S. citizen. How about that? Now you guys better move on, man.
Talking mad shit.
Hey, fool.
Like, niggas, these dudes got guns. They real law enforcement.
This nigga wild, bro.
That's why America make you be nice.
Look at this motherfucker.
Why not be a citizen of this country, man? Are you a citizen? Why are you getting close? I can hear you. You can stand there. How come she got a GoPro and you got your police issued a body cam? What's going on with you guys? Why do I have time to see this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. He doing too much.
Man, that nigga talking. He popping his shit.
Yeah. It's like about 10 of them niggas around, and luckily they ain't really. They could have did worse to him. I mean, if he's supposed to give him his ID, give him his ID. If he legal,
yeah, that's
okay,
the
he
plan,
ain't got
bro.
nothing to worry. He ain't got nothing to worry about, bro.
Bro, they ultimately let him go. They had to take a picture of him and then validate him through a picture, which made them stay longer. So once they validate him, they said, have a good day, and they walked on. I'm like, well, you could have gave him the ID, bro, and ended that quick.
Real quick.
I'm saying like this, if you're a real American citizen, I can understand the fight. I can understand it. But when you're a foreigner, you're going to have to accept that you're going to be asked.
Right. Do you belong in this neighborhood?
You're going to be asked, bro. It's just, you got to deal with that right there. You ain't going to be treated like everyone else. And you can't be. You know what I'm saying? And until you're 100%